Welcome to Behind the Bricks, week 19. So we are in the hot Woodlawn area taking a look at our 203K project of the duplex from the first floor to the lower level. So there has been some progress. Is it where it needs to be yet? No. But you guys are going to be along for my walkthrough because I haven't walked through since last week. Got a real walkthrough, so let's walk together. All right, we're coming in, taking a look and see what's going on in our world. Okay, from last week when we walked through, we just had bare walls. We had a couple of things that were done. So we do have construction actually going on today, which is a good thing. We don't want to stop work progress from happening. So we're gonna, all right, we had a little mishap happen. That's all right. The wood fell from off of the brace that they had here because we had a concrete lip put in to close off the air from the door. So we're gonna close that door on up. Couple things that I'm noticing, and today we're going to walk through step by step. I'm going to tell you guys a couple things that I think that we got to address quickly, because we're supposed to be in the final stages. We're supposed to be done with everything by Wednesday. We're going to see how close the contractor can actually get to that date because we've had many days before. So we're going to start here. So as you guys just saw, I just took the stick off of the actual door. And the door frame here, as you can see how much space it is here. I mean, at the bottom area for the bottom of the door, which means that it's possibility of air getting into the location. We want to make sure that, because the kind of floors we're putting down here are LVP floors, which are thin floors, they're not thick floors. So my concern is, are those floors going to actually meet this area here that we can actually see? Okay, so now we talked about that area here. So we had a problem with the fact of that the mud tape was not drying. Even with the heat on, it was taking 3 to 4 days to dry as opposed to a normal 24 to 48 hours. So that's why you don't see paint here. And if you can see the walls, we actually have great paint up. Look at that. We do have paint on the walls. So we're gonna take a look into one of the bedrooms and see what we got in here. I got my handy flashlight today, so I'm ready today. So this kind of because I was inspecting another property that we were looking to take a look at. Because remember, guys, when you're doing deals, you want to make sure at the end of the day that you are constantly looking for those deals. As I told you guys, I'm doing this as a 203K project. However, it's not the only way that I'm funding projects. So I was taking a look at another project today, and I needed a flashlight because there were no lights. It was an abandoned building, and I wanted to make sure I could look around quickly. So I'm taking a look. We got the plugs and plugged in. That this area above us is where the plumbing pipe was actually protruding from the drywall. So you can see that actually got fixed up. We got the mud tape around here, so we have a whole lot of sanding that's got to be done. Then they're gonna do some paint. Doesn't look like the ceiling's been done in here, so they still have to prime and paint. And this is the flooring for this is the LVP flooring that we're doing, and this is our tile that we have for the bathrooms. So what was on the agenda today is that we're supposed to be getting all of the flooring done. As you can see, we have paint that spills. And a lot of this comes from. I am the property owner, but it goes to, I've been in construction for many years. A lot of things I have seen, some things I haven't seen. And when there are new things, I always put that into my tool belt saying, boom, I want to make sure that I understand that for next time so I have a better understanding of what to do and what not to do. So come on, we're going to keep walking through. All right, we got some floors laid someplace, guys. Looky. So we have some of the floors actually laid down in this bedroom here. So we're taking a look at. So he said we're taking a look at the floors. Just taking a quick look. So So that's closet floors in here. We got floors actually all in there. So, hey, I have to be happy that some floors are actually down. So you gotta celebrate those wins. All right. So we still don't have the light fixtures in, and the ceiling still hasn't been painted. Now, I'm going to state some things here, guys. And remember, this is me actually just stating information that I believe. For when you're doing any project, there are things that must go in specific orders. If you don't have things that go in those orders, normally it ends up causing more work in the long run. Now, the reason why painting is usually done before flooring, because any paint that touches the floor is going to be usually covered by whatever flooring. If in this case, we do still have that the ceilings have not been done throughout the lower level. So if we're putting flooring down, they're going to have to cover the flooring to finish the paint off. And when you have new construction, and this is considered like a more new construction as opposed to old fixtures that are already here. If this floor was already down here previously, you will just lay your drop cloth because of it. In this case, you're going to have to lay the drop cloth when you could have just painted and went on about your way. And it could have been a lot quicker. But most likely, there was something that had to take place, whereas in the people who were paying couldn't get in here today, but the flooring crew could. So you always just have to make sure that your project is going on, that you know the timeline, you know the phases, and you have a better understanding of what should be done and what shouldn't be done. Because what normally happens when things are not done correctly, it causes who? It causes what? More money. We don't want any more money being spent. So, we're going to take a quick look this way. All right, so we're trying to maneuver around the workers and letting everybody do their thing. We don't want to ever stop progress. You always want to be getting in, getting out. So I'll take a quick look through. All right, so we got the second bedroom in here. So this is our storage stock with all the storage stuff in here. We're just taking a quick gander at the bathroom. We're getting out of the mastermind's way in here. Alright, so we do have some towel laid. We have the bathroom, the shower area is also got towel up there, so we got some progress being made in there. We're gonna go ahead and get out their way. And you want to make sure, remember, it's a construction site, you don't want to fall and break your neck and eat. Alrighty, so here is the laundry area. So we have a nick here, we have some things here. And I'm looking at the ceiling area in here, and they haven't done the touch-up work and haven't finished off the ceiling. So we got a couple things in here that still need to be worked on to finish that off. And we're now on the first floor. And remember, we duplex down to the lower level. So we're taking a look around. So we got the washer and dryer we still got to hook up. The dishwasher we still got to hook up. And we have dust and dirt everywhere. And the dust is just from the sanding that took place. Alrighty. So we'll take a quick walk through. So what we did yesterday, we did some work on the first level. We wanted to make sure that we cleaned up the trims up there. So the trims have been cleaned up there. And we did, we're still tracking dust throughout the house. And this area, we get some more cleaning of the paint off the floor and trying to get everything nice and neat in here. We started putting newer blinds up. So over the next day, we're going to break down all those boxes that you see behind you, put all of them in the areas in which they need to go to, and transform this project into a finished living space that is going to be great for people who are looking to have quiet, cohesive space where we took some time for the details, which you guys definitely going to see the finished product on the next week. So this week's takeaways: be on top of your contractor, know exactly what's going on, know when to make changes when changes are needed, and know when to listen to the experts. And finally, remember that you are the boss of your project. It's your money on the line. It might be their expertise, but it's your money that's being spent. And you want to make sure it's spent and spent wisely. So until next week, this is Rachel out behind the bricks.